In the Gospel of John, Pontius Pilate poses a question to Jesus of Nazareth. What is truth? It's a question that could also be asked about Pilate's own history. From the perspective of the New Testament of the Christian Bible, the Roman governor of Judea was a wavering judge who initially exonerated Jesus before bending to the will of the crowd and condemning him to death. By contrast, non-biblical sources portray him as a barbarous leader who willfully defied the traditions of the Jewish people he oversaw. Which was the truth? According to the Gospel of Matthew, Pilate washed his hands in front of the crowd before announcing, "I am innocent of this man's blood. See to it yourselves." The Jewish people shouted in response, "His blood be on us and our children." It's a passage that would be used for millennia to persecute the Jewish people. Matthew says that while the Romans actually carried out the deed, the Jews were responsible, a line of argument that has of course had disastrous consequences ever since. Bond says, if Jesus was causing trouble at a gathering like Passover when the city was crowded to bursting, I don't think Pilate would have spent much time worrying about what to do with him. It was entirely up to the governor as to how he dealt with the case. And after hearing the evidence, he no doubt thought that getting rid of Jesus was the best course of action. Another element of the New Testament story, still unsupported by historical evidence, is Pilate's offer to commute the death sentence of a criminal by popular vote, which according to the Gospel writers was an annual Passover tradition. In the Gospels, the crowd chose the criminal Barabbas over Jesus. Scholars have looked for evidence, Patterson says, and so far have never found anything in reference to the so-called custom of releasing a prisoner on Passover. According to Josephus and the Roman historian Tacitus, Pilate was removed from office and sent back to Rome after using excessive force to disperse a suspected Samaritan insurrection. Once in Rome, Pilate vanished from the historical record. According to some traditions, he was executed by the Emperor Caligula or committed suicide, with his body thrown into the Tiber River. The early Christian author Tertullian even claimed that Pilate became a follower of Jesus and tried to convert the emperor to Christianity. In 1961, archaeologists in Caesarea discovered hard evidence of Pilate's existence. A fragment of a carved stone with Pilate's name and title inscribed in Latin was found face down, being used as a step in an ancient theater. It's likely the Pilate stone originally served as a dedication plaque for another structure. A November 2018 article in Israel Exploration Journal announced a further discovery as advanced photography revealed Pilate's name inscribed in Greek on a 2000-year-old copper alloy ring excavated from Herodium.